What'd you learn,
I watched the entire first group and pretty much about 2/3 of the second group that threw. Later, this kid Leary from Kentucky, I thought threw the best out of the first group by far. I thought he hit guys in stride. He threw with timing. He actually did his drops, real 3-step, 5-step drops. The thing that horrified me out of the first group, the lack of awareness where you're at in your drop. I know a lot of these guys operate out of the shotgun. You're going to have to get under center a little bit, the next level guys. So you got to make sure you get the hell back and a good violent 3-step drop to get out, then boom, throw off that back foot. Everybody's going gaga over Joe Milton, the kid from Tennessee. Now he's got a freaking cannon. He is a big kid and he is raw. I would love to have him later in the draft, but I'm not reaching for him earlier. Lazy drops. You see some of the videos from behind. They're retweeting these. He threw it, 75, 80 yards. He would get killed on the second step of his drop because he didn't get back. Look at the whole thing from start to finish. From the snap, are you getting back 6.5 yards before you let it go? The biggest thing I'd take away, I would not reach for JJ McCarthy. I would not reach. People say, he's going up the boards. He could be a top 10. Top 10 pick my ass. You're nuts if you take him in the top 10. I'm going to say it. He just reminds me a little bit of Mac Jones. The whole thing. The
Interesting.
Package, the way he moves around, the way he jumps up, the hip bumps, the high fives, doing the interviews. Love it. Had a great time here. He was on with Eisen and Daniel Jeremiah for a while. He looks like the All-American part. You know what I mean? It carries himself well. Came in heavy. 219 for him?
Yes.
That's
that
big.
That was a little bit of a surprise.
A little bit of a surprise. Just a little stiff in the drop. They're retweeting all his throws. Look at him lighting it up. Ball's on the back shoulder. Ball's on the back hip. Those be knocked down. Balls aren't out in front on time. Right, bang, bang. And Leary kid, I thought, threw the best. And Penix in the second group. Leary and Penix are the two quarterbacks that decided to throw. Now, the top three did not throw. And I'm with you, Phil, but I'd like to see how you matched up with the rest of the crew that came out.
I just would like, I said this on Early Edition last week, I would like, if I'm a team that's thinking about drafting one of these guys, I want a competitive freak. I want a maniac. I want somebody who, when given the opportunity to do something like this, jumps at the chance. And I understand, it might hurt my stock. Well, if you're already thinking that way, then I don't know. Maybe I don't want you.
Oh, you mean like the receiver from Washington that stuck around to do all the cone drills because he wanted to top his previous times and he was the last one to leave the field and he's going to be a top 10 pick because he wants to compete his ass off?
I kind of like that. I don't know if that makes him a hardo or if it makes me a softy or what. I don't know, but I do like that stuff. And Roma Dunze is the guy you're mentioning there. I had a chance to talk to him during Super Bowl week. He is a lights out kid. You can tell he's going to wow people when it comes to sort of the getting to know you process as it continues, pro days, 30 visits, all that sort of stuff. But the quarterbacks in particular interest me that you say JJ McCarthy reminded you of Mac Jones because he is thought to be a more athletic guy, right? That's one of the strengths of his game. Roll out a little bit, can throw on the run a little bit, maybe a little bit better arm than Mac Jones.
But I'm talking about watching him throw on air in a structured environment where you're just dropping straight back, 3 and 5 step drops. And I've seen Mac do that. And he doesn't overwhelm me. And I say that because he doesn't overwhelm me with power on the throw. Like you watch Milton rip a couple of those deep outs. Yeah, the kid's got a threat on it. I don't see that with McCarthy. Like next level, you've got to be able to elevate others around you and be able to gun it in that hole, in a tight crease. I don't know if he can do that. I don't know. Now,
I will say this about McCarthy. I think the Patriots like him. I don't think they love him. I don't think he's top 3.
I'd like him bottom of the first, top second, somewhere in there.
See, I think you're going to have to be more interested in him than that to draft him. What I was told was
you just told us you don't like him, though.
No, I don't like him. I'm saying as far as how he's crept up and people are saying he's a top 10 pick. And don't be shocked if he goes third.
Okay, but you don't want the Patriots to draft him.
Not a third. Hell no. No.
Okay, but do you want him to be a Patriot?
No, I'd rather have Penix.
Would you accept him being a Patriot? After you watched him and you didn't like him and you said he's Mac Jones 2.0. Why do you want Mac Jones 2.0?
I want something better.
Okay, so he's not good enough.
No.
So rule him out. He's not good enough to you.
To me, no.
Out. Put him out.
Out, Prezzo.
Sam Hartman, out. Go do Hallmark movies. You got great hair, kid. Great beard, great hair. I don't know what the hell you were doing there. You were bouncing balls to the outside. Did you see half his throws? They're all dirt balls.
Wasn't great.
Oh, my God. No, I mean, he looks
he's a handsome devil.
Looks like
Give him that.
Yellowstone should hire him tomorrow.
100%.
Be wooing all the women.
McCarthy, I think even, say Zoe was fine with him at the bottom of the first, too late. I think even if you're talking middle of the first, if you're a Patriots fan out there who also watched a lot of Michigan football, and you say, well, what if we trade back to 12?
What's his Michigan moment?
Could we still get him?
Give me his top 3 Michigan moments. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him.
So I think he's going in the top 10. And I talked to somebody who wouldn't be stunned if he ended up going 4 after the first 3 quarterbacks. And the Cardinals say they're sitting there at 4. They don't want a quarterback. They like Kyler Murray. Would Monty Ossenfort not trade back with whoever wants this kid? Somebody wants to jump the line, whether it's Washington or Vegas or Denver. And they said, we need JJ McCarthy. He's the 4th on our board. He's legit. So we're going to go all the way up into the top 5 to get him. I think there are people in the league who wouldn't rule that out.
Nice job, Fowler, running all my tweets from Saturday. All true. Double down on them all.
He's got some good ones.
Put them in there. All informative.
Devin Leary, the kid that you're talking about from Kentucky.
I didn't know who. Phil, I had no clue who this kid was on Saturday. I'm there Googling him, looking him up.
Probably going to be a late round pick is what it seems like.
This is how you get noticed. You stand out. He stood out on Saturday to me. These other guys crapped the bed, I thought.
Penix
smooth.
Are you in or out on him being a Patriot? Okay.
In. Always
all
been
right.
in.
All right. So you're in on
Penix is my favorite of the second tier.
Okay. And you would like if it ended up that the Patriots ended up with him, you'd say, okay, I like this guy.
I would be in on the Justin Field, sort of bridge to Penix type scenario if they made that work. Yes, I would be in on that.
Okay. JJ McCarthy out. Hartman out.
Yes. Bo Nix out.
Bo Nix out.
Just a regular guy.
All right,
didn't do anything to wow me.
All right, Bo Nix is out on your list.
Stat maker. Now, you look at Bo Nix's stats, and I mentioned this Friday when we were on, pretty much off the charts statistically. You got to sit there and whoa, 75% completion percentage? Then they're talking about balls in play or balls that are thrown accurately, that were defended. How well were they thrown? They could put them up over 80. The kid produces.
He had a hard time. He had a hard time at the Senior Bowl too, though. So in terms of how it looks,
Louis Riddick said, yeah.
That's 2 events now in the last few weeks where it hasn't gone great for him.
He looks like Drago a little bit.